On the 4th of March, the movie industry's most prestigious honors, the Academy Awards, were handed out. These are also known as the Oscars, which might ring a bigger bell for you. This year, the outcome wasn't exactly surprising, although there were a lot of goofy moments during the press conferences.
Am I about to be auctioned off right now?
We're just
You absolutely are.
This
Get used to it.
Creepy.
Oh my God, it's like we're bidding on art,
I know, right?
right? Put up your paddle. Where are you?
My paddle is
To your
here.
right.
Okay, yes, sir.
While it must feel great to be honored with a little golden dude, what's even more rewarding is the recognition the stars give themselves.
Bravo. Good going, girl. I am proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't give me any more attention, because it'll all go to my head.
All jokes aside, though, let's have a look at our 2018 biggest Oscar winners. To start things off, we'll have a look at the Best Actor category. It may not come as a surprise, as he'd already been the favorite going into the ceremony, but Gary Oldman won this year for his performance as Britain's Prime Minister Winston Churchill in the dramatic film Darkest Hour.
We shall not flag or fail. We shall go on to the end.
It feels like it has a special significance. I can't say what it would be like to win an Oscar in any other year, but winning an Oscar for playing arguably one of the greatest Britons who ever lived, to win it for playing Winston makes it doubly special. Does that make sense?
Sure it does, Gary. Meanwhile, actor Sam Rockwell took home the Best Supporting Actor trophy for playing a crooked cop in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
You're not calling an officer of law a f***ing prick in his own station house, Mrs. Hayes. Or anywhere, actually.
Sometimes you get a part and you only have a week or a couple days to prepare. I heard that Jeremy Renner only had 4 days to prepare to play Jeffrey Dahmer, which is a lot if you're playing Jeffrey Dahmer, you know? So I had the advantage that I had like 2 or 3 months, and so I got to indulge in all this research.
Moving on to the female side of the winners, Frances McDormand has been crowned Best Actress. This marks her second time taking home a golden statue, after previously scoring with 1996's Fargo. McDormand snagged the honor thanks to her powerful performance as a grieving mother, also in the intense drama 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Sunshine beating on a good time.
I'd do anything to catch your daughter's killer. I don't think those billboards is very fair.
Time it took you to get out here whining like a bitch, Willoughby. Some other poor girl's probably out there being butchered right now.
Allison Janney defeated her rivals to accept the accolade as Best Supporting Actress for I, Tonya. While this wasn't a very surprising outcome, to Janney it still felt a bit unreal.
At a certain point, I had given up thinking this would happen for me because I just wasn't getting the kind of roles in film that would give me attention like this. And that's what my very good friend Stephen Rogers did for me. He says he wrote this for me to do just that, to show a different side of me and show that what I could do.
The biggest winner of the night, though, was Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. Going into the ceremony with a staggering 13 nominations and a whole host of big wins from previous ceremonies, the movie was named Best Picture. But the celebrations didn't stop there, as Del Toro also beat out the competition to take home the title of Best Director.
I think that every time we can demonstrate in any forum, be it sports, science, arts, culture, anywhere, what we have to bring to the world discourse, to the world conversation, is extremely important. And it's extremely important when we do it to remember where we're from, because it's honoring your roots and honoring your country.
Known for his very stylistic films, Del Toro clearly put his all into this story, as it was also awarded Best Production Design, and its composer Alexandre Desplat snagged the Best Original Score trophy.
Well, Guillermo, he brings everybody in his team together behind him like a king with his knights, and there's a total bonding. I don't know, there's a magic about him that makes us all want to be at our top, at our best.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss every single category at the Oscars, but you can imagine it was a big honor for those who scooped any of the prestigious awards. Next year we'll be back, of course, but for now, let's move on with this week's episode. Like what you see? Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive clips.